Hey everybody, welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast, KFP Special number 10, Movie Week in Review. I want to thank everybody for listening. If you found us on the interwebs, you can check us out at kfpodcast.com, facebook.com, kfpodcast, Twitter at Ken Fred Podcast, and on the Instagram at Ken Frederick Podcast.
Hey, who the hell are you? You're not Ken.
This is the Cheese, doing the intro because Ken's not here.
Again.
Poor
Ken.
It's still separation anxiety.
I know.
See?
Nah.
We're all in mourning.
We miss him.
It'll be okay.
He'll be back soon.
We're going to pour
Anyway.
a little wallet out for you, Kieran.
So,
Selling old ladies medicine.
That's what happens when we film multiple shows in one night. Oh, wait, we aren't supposed to reveal that.
Yeah, behind a curtain, Brock.
I'm sorry.
don't break the fourth wall!
Oh, it's broken.
So for this episode, Movie Week in Review, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Oscars. I actually did watch most of the show.
While we all take a nap.
Shut up, dog.
I watched it.
Did you? All right,
Yeah,
all right,
I did.
cool. So I won't be alone.
It's 2.5 hours I'm never going to get back.
It was longer than that.
Yeah, it was a lot
No,
longer.
it's because I fast forwarded.
We're going to talk about Bill Paxton passing away at the young age of 61. We're going to talk a little bit about the new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer and anything else we think of if we have time before the end of the show.
For the end of the show.
So,
Very good.
There we
Nice
go.
intro there, Justin.
thank you.
Good
thank
job.
you.
Your mom will be so excited. She'll have this one on loop in her house.
So we didn't introduce. We have Don with us tonight,
Okay.
Lance,
Yep.
and Brock as always.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So, Justin, the Oscars. Let me tell you what I thought of it. I didn't watch any of it because I was watching, I don't know, paint dry. I watched paint dry, wallpaper come off, and then I watched Walking Dead, which is probably just as bad as the first two.
Yeah.
They were all the same
They're all
show.
the same. So what was the big things that happened on
So one of the things that stood out to me with the Oscars was I missed the first hour of the show, and when I got home and turned it on, they had only gotten through 2 awards.
Yeah.
it? It seemed like it took forever.
It
There's
did.
a lot
What the hell time did it start?
8:30, I think. No, 8.
No, 8, because they had the red carpet, and then prime time hit. And it was,
And
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake
Jay
dancing.
Timberlake
Yeah.
came out and shook his booty to the crowd.
Yeah.
His booty.
He did.
So I missed that. Like I said, I started an hour in, but just wanted to cover a couple of the major awards, and we do this every year, so we'll try and fly through
Every
this
year
a
we
bit.
did it once.
Hey,
It will be every year.
it's consistent. It's a thing, though.
Yeah.
This is Jesus' thing. Let him have it.
So, start off, Best Lead Actress went to Emma Stone from La La Land.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
I have not seen it. I heard
it's horrible.
great things about it. I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I like her, so I'm going to try and go see it.
Well, I like her. I'm glad she won. She's cool. She's always been all right.
Best Lead Actor.
Was that a surprise, Emma Stone winning,
No.
though?
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so at all. A lot of people were picking her from the very,
Okay.
first time that debuted.
Well, it's
So,
either going to be her or Meryl Streep.
yeah,
Yeah.
The
and
Streep.
Every
she
year.
She wins everything.
Mhm.
I was honestly almost surprised that she didn't win.
No, they could let Emma Stone win one. It's
Yeah,
nice for
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Best Lead Actor went to Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea.
Never saw that either.
Didn't see it.
I
No.
didn't either.
Never even heard of it.
There was,
But I like Casey Affleck. So.
Yeah, except with this, there was a little bit of controversy because apparently it's come out that a few years ago he was accused of abuse and sexual harassment on set. So there were a lot of people
Jeez.
that were upset that the Academy recognizing him, for any award,
Right.
being that he has this darkness in his past. I don't know what to say. He
We did the
Such a
same
heavy
thing for
side.
Mark Wahlberg. We've done the same thing for Roman Polanski.
Yeah,
I mean, come
you
on.
know,
President
We
of the
do
United
this-
States.
no politics on the show.
Oh, I'm
bro.
sorry.
We do it for every athlete.
Yellow card.
Every athlete in the NFL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
He's
it
being judged
happened.
on his performance at his job, not his extracurricular.
I agree. In the supporting actress, Viola Davis for Fences, another movie I didn't see, but it was
Didn't see
filmed
it.
in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Starred
Yins
also.
or Fences?
Yes.
Did anybody see that movie?
My wife did. She liked it.
Did she?
Yeah.
Starring Denzel Washington, directed by Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
So, might be worth seeing.
My parents went and saw it, and they said, like, My mom really liked it. My dad had a hard time getting through it. He said there was a lot of slow points in it, and it was like...
It's an emotional adaptation of a play, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
But, Denzel doesn't make bad movies, so...
No. For Best Supporting Actor,
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna.
you and I don't look at him and go, oh, Denzel. So, yeah, we didn't...
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I
Lawrence.
usually look at him and go, ooh, yeah, Denzel, my man.
He's getting old.
He's getting old, but
He doesn't do
Denzel...
it for me anymore.
He's still the man, though.
You like your chocolate aged, huh?
No, I said too old for me now.
I can't wait until what was it? Not the Enforcer.
The Equalizer.
Equalizer. They're doing a sequel.
Oh, really?
I can't wait for that. I love the Equalizer, so I can't wait for the sequel. Best Supporting Actor. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name. Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. He is the guy who played Diamondback in the Luke Cage series.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that he was up.
We like
Now we know who it is.
Cottonmouth. You're right,
Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth, not Diamondback.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That guy's a good actor. I
He's,
like him.
he's a
Diamondback
great
sucked.
actor. Yeah, Diamondback did suck.
I saw a couple clips of him in Moonlight. It looked like it was pretty good.
Yeah,
He's a good actor, that dude. That's
Real
good
good
for
actor.
him.
Best Director. This was kind of a neat story. Damien Chazelle for La La Land.
Dave Chappelle? What?
Damien Chazelle.
He's like 16 years old.
For La La
He's
Land.
the youngest director ever to win the Best Director award. He's 32 years old.
Okay.
32 or
Yeah.
20?
32.
Okay.
All right.
Just a couple other quick awards that I want to mention. Best Animated Feature. I actually saw 3 of these.
There was 3 movies that won.
No, but Zootopia won. I saw that. It was
Did you go see that by yourself?
yeah. No, I waited until I waited till it hit digital. I
Okay.
got it on digital. But
Till it hit
Zootopia
digital.
was the winner.
Zootopia was good.
It was very
Well, I
good.
figured you wouldn't saw
It was good. Did you see Kubo and the Two Strings?
Yes.
No.
That movie was great.
It was.
I
Really?
loved
Wait a minute,
that
didn't
movie.
we? No, I went to see it with someone else.
Yeah, no, again, I saw this.
That looked like an odd movie, Kubo and the Two Strings.
Is it like puppets?
it was stop
Stop
motion.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was really well. The story was great.
Is
I
it?
actually liked the stop motion animation. It was I
Okay.
thought it was cool.
Is it like,
just,
look like,
just the detail of it.
is that a
I mean,
Tim
it was-
Burton movie?
in that
It
style.
looks like a Tim Burton
It
movie.
was, yeah.
in that
Tim
style,
Burton-esque.
but not Tim Burton.
Okay.
And I guess I have only seen 2 of these. The other 2, My Life is a Zucchini,
Oh, okay.
The Red Turtle, and then Moana.
All right.
Which a lot of people thought Moana was going to win. That's become people's new favorite Disney Pixar film.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen it.
It comes
The
out on
Rock's-
DVD next week.
Yeah, The Rock's in it, so be worth seeing.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that played Moana in the movie sung her title song live at the Oscars. She's 16. This girl's going places.
She got hit in the face with one of the flags.
Yeah,
Yes.
she did.
What?
But she powered through. They were
did.
doing like flag work in the background to represent
she gets
the
nailed in the
waves,
face.
and she got nailed. But she powered through it. This girl is going places.
She's going places.
That was
Yes.
one of the things I backed up
Places.
and went forward.
Yeah.
Backed up and went forward.
It was comical. She just kind of smirked. She didn't let it bother her.
Sort of like Brett Michaels getting hit by the curtain.
So getting into some of the nerd stuff. Best visual effects.
All right.
The Jungle Book won. And I don't hate that because those animals were not real. And I want to see a Lion King done that way. Almost live action, but I think they could do the Lion King that way, and it would be really, really good.
So
maybe that'll be the next generation's Jungle Book.
It's possible, but I enjoy Jungle Book a lot. I went and saw it in the theater.
Yeah, you said you liked that a lot.
But some of the other ones that were nominated, Doctor Strange got nominated. I would have liked to see that win. Kubo and the Two Strings was nominated, and Star Wars, or Rogue One, a Star Wars story, was also nominated. But like I said, the animals weren't real.
yeah.
I can't hate on Jungle Book.
Okay.
And then quickly,
Can't hate on Jungle Book.
You can't hate on an imaginary animal
Yeah, you
No,
can't.
no.
You can't.
without
best
the aid
makeup,
of drugs.
best makeup and hair went to Suicide Squad.
So weird.
So weird.
I feel like
Yeah.
that was just to give them something. They just chose that.
Yeah, but there's so many other things that they could have gone with there.
And let me just tell you what, Nerd Nation, I thought it won Best Picture, the way Facebook
I know.
exploded. Suicide Squad takes home an Oscar. And people on the thing going, awesome, best movie ever. I was like, what did it win? And I'm looking through, like, what did it win? I'm like, did this win Best Movie? Because I hate this movie. And I'm looking around, and finally I see it on another post. Somebody was like, guys, relax, it was Best Hair and Makeup.
Yeah,
Like,
but Suicide Squad winning an Oscar is the equivalent of you as a child getting to sit at the grown-ups table at Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy. And then one of my favorite films of the year, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, won for best costume design.
Oh, really?
I still have to see that.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was, like I said, it made my top 5-10 movies of the year.
Oh, there you go.
So
what
that's
was
the Oscar wrap up.
What about the big controversy now? Are we diving into that or you have something else?
Well, no. One thing before we get into the controversy.
Right.
Actually, my favorite part of the Oscars was not the Oscars at all. It was the saitek Awards.
Uh-huh.
And
Which they never televise.
They don't televise it, but they actually did parts of it. I mean, any show where you actually honor the technology as well as the actors that go into making this. I mean, they honored two wireless mic products, 4 digital cameras, and a couple of pieces of software that actually allow you to do things like take from paintings to live action and vice versa. Then also a lot of the stuff at the motion capture that actually worked with the Jungle Book to actually animate some of those animals that came to life.
Is this part of the Oscars?
It's actually one of those things that's done before the Oscars. Then they have like a little thing where they come on and they say, we did these things, and they just
And what's
go
it
through
called?
them. It's called Science and Technology in Film, but they call it the saitek Awards.
Saitek Awards.
In the skit that they did to talk about it was kind of
Yes.
funny too, because they mentioned how no press was invited. This was a secret, the most exclusive awards show out there because no one was invited. No one had any interest in it, but
No one would understand it.
It was funny.
Who was the best performance of the night, like the entertainment?
I miss Justin Timberlake.
He was obviously lip syncing, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
but production value, I think he had the best sort of thing. Actually,
Yeah.
my favorite musical production would probably have been not Colby Calais, the woman who did the when they were doing In Memoriam.
Oh, Natalie Imbruglia?
No, it wasn't her. Sarah Bareilles.
So yeah, because all I remember thinking was,
She would have got it.
all I kept thinking was, if they do the song from those goddamn puppy commercials during the In Memoriam, I'm
Wrong
turning
one.
this off.
They put somebody in there that wasn't actually dead.
I know.
Yeah.
The lady from the
Some costume designer, I
from Australia.
No,
They put her friend in accidentally.
Wow.
They very similar names, but the worst part about that, the woman who's still alive, called the Oscar producers and warned them ahead of time. People have confused our pictures before. I am alive. She died.
Wow.
Make sure you
It's
and they
so-
screwed it up.
Did they throw
good.
Prince in there?
Yeah, he's in
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Well, he was in a couple movies.
Yeah.
Purple Rain, Under the Cherry Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right.
My favorite musical performance was the 16-year-old girl from Atlanta. She was incredible.
Okay. All right. So controversy.
Now the screw up.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
the big screw up. So
What happened?
the very end of the show, you've been sitting here for almost 4 hours now, and they come to Best Picture. They bring out Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty.
Who look 1,000?
Because they
Well,
are.
because it was the 20th anniversary of Bonnie and Clyde.
50th
The 50th
50th
anniversary.
anniversary.
50th
Yeah,
anniversary.
20th. Came out in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, oh my God, Bonnie and Clyde.
It came out when Clueless was out.
Yeah, so they're
Tracy came out in the 90s.
That's true.
so they're
Madonna and the Met.
they're introducing the nominees, reintroducing the nominees because they've been talking about the Best Picture
How
nominees.
come
all
there were
night.
like 15 movies nominated? No.
They can do up to 10 based on the voting. I could explain the voting, but I won't. You'll
Yes,
fall
please.
asleep.
Please.
So many.
It's late.
They do up to 10 for Best Picture. So
Okay.
they're going through the nominees, and it's Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. They're old. They're making weird old jokes, and they
Weird
get to the
old
point where Warren Beatty opens the envelope, and he looks at it, and you can tell he's
He was
confused.
confused.
And he kind of looks at Faye Dunaway, and he looks back down, and she makes a joke like he's trying to delay it for effect. And so he shows her the
And
envelope
she just blurts it out like an old
in
crazy
essence to say this, like, to get her opinion. Did we get something wrong here? She sees La La Land on the card and just blurts out La La Land.
Right.
So the La La Land team, they come up, they start giving their acceptance speeches, and then you see this rogue producer come flying out.
Was that
on
the ball
stage.
guy?
The ball guy with the
with the
headset.
headset, yeah.
Comes flying out on stage. And
No. You're talking about the producer, the guy with the bald head with the patch missing.
The one that was going, you guys won. Seriously.
No.
No,
that
he
was
That was
he
one
was
of
he was the
La La Land
producer
people.
for La La Land.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Or
but no,
director. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Producer.
no, he was the producer.
Okay.
This rogue offstage hand producer comes running out on stage, and he's
So
like
great.
grabbing and like looking and trying to figure out what's going on. I saw a thing on Instagram. The Rock was like ready to storm the stage to take out somebody trying to do like a Kanye moment. He said.
Jeez.
So meanwhile, they find out that they gave Warren Beatty the wrong envelope.
They give him Best Actress again.
There was a
Right.
backup envelope
Yeah.
for the best act. I guess each one has a backup envelope, but
Ah.
they handed him the backup envelope for best
He
actress.
saw Emma Stone, La La Land.
Yeah, and he knew it wasn't right because her name shouldn't have been on there. And then when he
And
showed
stupid Faye Dunaway just.
I think we
went
can-
Well, but the whole thing is the auditors are the only ones that actually know.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be the only ones that know.
yeah, exactly. And
But there's 2 copies, and they gave the wrong one.
they gave the wrong envelope. Now, so you dive into this story a little bit more. Apparently, the guy who was in charge of handing out the envelopes apparently is notorious for social media. And he was specifically told before the event, do not take your phone out, do not post to any social media, leave it alone, and do your job. And there are photographs of him, plus a tweet that he has since deleted of a picture of Emma Stone backstage with her award as he was supposed to be handing them the correct envelope.
So
Now-
he's fired.
Well,
He
no,
and one other person were announced they were let go today.
no.
It's Faye
They're not invited back, but they're still employed.
Oh, I thought I read that they got fired today.
And this might be new because they're actually both of those
They
people
were
are
managing
partners,
partners.
Yeah.
at PricewaterhouseCoopers, and you don't get to be a managing partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers without
Right.
bringing in
It's
some
hard
dough.
to fire you.
Yeah. Now you being like kicked off the job and demoted to doing something else. Yeah. But I mean, it was one of those things
He's
where
cleaning toilets now.
these PwC has been doing in their various incarnations had been doing this for like 83 years without a screw up.
Yeah.
Social media ruins lives.
But it does boil down to that like lovely meme. You had one job.
Well, I
you
like all the
screwed it
people that were showing the memes of Steve Harvey was so happy. 'Cause he's no longer the biggest bubble. He was clapping. He was so excited because he's off the hook now.
Well, I think they interviewed him. They showed the clip on the Today Show where someone had interviewed him, and he's like, "I've reached out to them to give them some advice, but I'm just so happy it wasn't me."
And it was so awkward. Like,
It
after it was
was, but-
over when Warren Beatty looks confused and Jimmy Kimmel looks confused.
well, he's thinking, oh, they're gonna call me a racist. They're gonna call me.
Yeah.
Well, if you watch the Stephen Colbert the next night, he was just hilarious because he went off and said, "Well, it was supposed to be a wonderful night for black people, but some white people got to touch the Oscar first."
Going back, I'm glad he got to step back up to the mic and explain himself.
Yeah.
Which it took 3 seconds. He got his explanation out there. It was done with. I really liked the way the producers from La La Land handled it.
No,
Yeah.
they did.
Because
They were
they
great.
immediately, he's giving his speech and he's like, and we lost, by the way. And everybody kind of looks at him and he's like, Moonlight, you've won for Best Picture.
I'm not
and they're sitting in the audience like, what? And he's like, no, seriously. Now, the one thing that did irritate people was he turned around and grabbed the envelope from
Right.
someone and was like,
Just to show it.
you won Best Picture. Come up and accept
he was
your award.
he was on my nerves, that guy. He was so animated.
I have to give him credit for how well he
What did you
handled
want
it.
him to do?
He diffused
Throw a
potentially-
fit, grab the Oscar, and start running off
Run
stage?
off stage.
It's
That would've
fine.
been
You
great.
said me first. You said me first.
Well, but I mean, I think it was the classy way for him to do it because he made sure that he made a big deal that no, this is not our time. This is your time. Here,
I
take
mean, he
the
has
stage.
to. Or he's going to look like an asshole.
Well,
You know.
yeah, but I mean, even if it was contrived, it also shows that when you're talking about people of the from the Academy, there's a certain amount of class that goes along with it.
Yeah.
You don't have a Kanye moment, or the point where you actually have something called a Kanye moment.
Funny moment, right.
So, even though you might be a douchebag in real life, you actually respect the award.
Exactly. You know what I can't believe? Is that we've talked about the damn Oscars for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. 10 minutes has been a controversy.
So let's move on. Next topic: the sad passing of Bill Paxton.
Yes. As you know, we were We had a game show called Paxton vs. Pullman. And we loved playing that because we could never figure out who was in what movie.
They were legitimate mysteries at that point.
They were. And it just was very shocking. I mean, my favorite, obviously, I love him from Aliens, and I love him from Weird Science as Chet. I mean, Chet was like my original favorite person in a movie when I was a kid. You know, I was like, oh my God, Chet's great. Like I want to know Chet and just hear him like make fun of his brother.
Or
and stuff.
True Lies.
True Lies.
True Lies was great. He's the only actor to have been killed by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator.
Right.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, like you said, True Lies was a really good another one with him. My wife loves him in Twister.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of her favorite movies.
But even more recently, I mean, he's in the reboot of Training Day, and I've only seen the first episode, but it had some quality to it.
He was good on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
first
he was
season.
real good on
Yeah.
Agents of
Yeah,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
he was
I
real
like
good
him
on
on
that. I thought he was going to be Ultron for a minute there.
Yeah.
It's just sad. What happened to him? What was wrong with him?
From
He
what I
was sick,
heard,
wasn't
he
he?
was. I don't know that he was sick. From what I heard, he was.
It was a complication with surgery.
Yeah, he was having surgery, and post-surgery, he had a stroke.
Okay.
So it was complications due to surgery.
It's so funny because even when I was talking about him naming movies that I like, a few Bill Pullman movies slipped in. That's what I was talking. You know, and I was like, and he was great in that, and I'm like, an independent. No, he wasn't independent. Space. No, he's not independent. That's.
Did you hear the buzzer in the background going?
Yeah, you got that wrong. Like, you know,
That's great.
forget.
He's way too young.
Way too young. He's to me the first big one, I guess, of 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then 2 days later, Wapner dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's after that?
Judge Wapner.
Oh, really? I thought
Yes.
Judge Wapner died a
People's
long
Court.
time
Yeah, I thought he
ago.
was dead too.
He died on
It's like,
Sunday.
oh, I thought he was already
Something
dead.
like that.
He
Yeah.
had already been dead. But yeah, you know, rest in peace, Bill Paxton. He was great. He'll definitely be missed. He was a good actor.
Yep.
So on a lighter note,
New Guardians trailer.
there is a full Guardians trailer out to finish it off. Before that's the last one, before the movie comes out, I
May
imagine.
That's coming up pretty quick.
And this one shows a lot more story to it.
Yeah.
Got to see Star-Lord's daddy,
Yeah.
who I don't know how he's supposed to be a planet. He just looked like Kurt Russell in every other movie
Well,
Kurt Russell's been
there's
in.
speculation that you see him in planet form in the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there speculation, or do you see it? Because I didn't
Well,
see
you
it.
can't tell, but it's the scene where Rocket and Peter fly out into space, and there's that jumble of looks like around snakes, and people are speculating that that's Ego.
Okay.
So he just turns into a guy, and he doesn't look like weird. He just looks like Kurt Russell.
Well, Zeus always looked like Liam Neeson, so
This
I
is
mean,
true.
Release the Kraken.
yeah.
And you got to see like how they're morphing into the teams expanding, adding Mantis and Nebula and Yondu with his full spiky mohawk.
Full mohawk. I think Mantis is actually going to be with Ego.
Oh, you think so?
I think that's where they're going to pick her up is when from Ego, because the scene where in the previous trailer where she's telling Peter that he feels sexual love for I think the scene where they show Kurt Russell the first time, I think he's walking out of that building.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What about Nebula? It looks like they're fighting her a lot in the movie.
But she's part of the it's one of those things.
Looks the same. It looks like there's going to be a scene where they have to fight like Yondu and his guys, and they sort of win, somehow convince him to join. Same thing. They're going to fight
Yeah.
Nebula.
It's such a cliche with
Unite for the enemy of the enemy.
Who's the
sort of
gold
thing.
chick that they're talking to in the beginning?
Aisha?
That's some
Aisha?
That's some like '90s villain.
Is it?
Yeah.
I want to say it's.
I looked it up. I forget what it was from.
That's not the golden oldie, is it?
No, it's not the Golden Oldie.
I thought she was an Iron Man.
Something like that.
Iron Man.
It's a really obscure villain from the '90s.
And she's a space villain.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's got a bouffant hairdo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, it was strange looking. The big monster thing coming down looked cool. Yeah, it'll be good. It looks all right.
It'll be a fun superhero movie.
Yeah.
Drax looks hilarious in this one.
He does.
He's good.
And hopefully we'll get another good soundtrack out of it.
Probably.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Aisha. Ayeesha.
Aisha.
Mm-hmm.
Aisha.
I forgot.
Glad to meet you.
There's going to be a Sylvester Stallone cameo in this one.
What? As what?
I think he plays one of the Ravagers.
That's weird. Just
Random Sylvester Stallone.
trying to get in the Marvel universe.
No. He'll be the one piloted going, oh.
He's gonna be the new Stan Lee.
Oh God.
He's going to lead some sort of Expendables, but in outer space.
Was there a Stan Lee appearance
In this? No.
And Logan?
in Logan?
No.
Thank God.
He wouldn't put himself in that.
We're back on that one again.
No.
But yeah, I think the trailer looks good. Any other trailers? I saw there was an Alien one that came out.
Oh, those alien
Alien.
movies freak me out.
It looks kind of strange.
It's it looks
Isn't another
pretty
prequel?
interesting.
Yeah.
Almost.
I don't know if it's a prequel.
It's supposed to be the prequel to the first Alien and a sequel to Prometheus.
Okay.
That's how it's being labeled.
They really didn't need to do a sequel to Prometheus. So
Well, because the girl who survives at the end of Prometheus, who flies off to go find him or whatever, she's in IMDb as playing the same character in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right.
when they get to the planet, they're walking through that one jungle area, and you see the round ship.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. You do.
Yeah.
It's a ship
So-
she flew.
Yeah, they
And
showed
then there's
it.
a scene of a shadowy character with like a hood on that looks like a girl. I bet that's her.
Right.
I bet she's on that planet doing
She
something.
survived. Yeah.
She survived. They're tying it in.
There's a new Xenomorph.
Yeah. So, it looks alright.
Those movies freak me out.
And then next week, Kong comes out.
Calm.
Which the third trailer for that I thought looked great.
Oh, that movie.
It's
looks
gonna be
It
a
shows
fun
him with
movie.
a tree fighting that one monster. and
I like
all.
when he strips the branches off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
It
looks.
looks great. That looks like just good, clean fun. No real story.
Well, and you got Samuel L. Jackson. Hand me
Yeah.
my helicopter. It's the one that says "bad."
Yeah, he's
Man, I
great.
gotta bleep out Lance for once.
Great.
I know.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's just gonna look like total fun. I don't understand. Oh, I guess when we see the movie next week, we'll know more. I don't understand how that dude's gonna go up against Godzilla though, because I looked up the official height of them. This Godzilla is the tallest, or this King Kong's the tallest King Kong ever. The one in
Second.
no, it's the biggest. This is the biggest King Kong ever to appear on screen. Is what they're saying. 100 feet tall. The last one from the Steven Jackson movie or whatever was it Steven
He was
Jackson?
20
He was
25
25
feet.
feet. There was a 65-foot one and a 75-foot one. This is a 100-foot King Kong. Which supposedly is the biggest one ever in a movie. Who are you saying was the first?
There was a thing on
He's looking it up.
Facebook. I'm looking it up. I'll find
He always
it.
has
I
to
thought it
find
was the World Trade.
I
one
think
from
it was the
80s.
original Kong versus Godzilla. He was just taller than this one. But
According to the source I saw, they said this will be the biggest one ever at 100 feet tall. But Godzilla is 360 feet tall. That's not even a.
Why is he that big?
That's how. We remember how big he was in the movie.
He was chubby though.
Well, he was huge walking past the building.
He was just big for his age.
You remember he's in the water by the Bay Bridge and he's not even underneath it. You know, he was huge. They were gigantic monsters. I don't understand it. Unless this ape grows bigger, that's not really much of a contest.
so what I heard, and I don't know. I thought it was maybe one of you guys that told me this.
But he's a young.
Yeah, that he's going to be, per his species or whatever,
Yeah, he
he's
may
young
grow.
in this one, and that he's going to grow before
Yeah.
the battle.
I would say he at least needs to be 200 feet to make it a fair fight. He can be a little smaller.
Because he's probably gonna have the cardio on Godzilla.
Yeah, because he'll climb around. I'm trying to do the
Godzilla's
old...
he's
kind
going
of
to be wiry.
Yeah.
Try to do the old rip the mouth thing.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't make them fight for too long, and it's mostly just
They need to team
a
up.
team
and
up.
fight aliens or something.
Let's see, any other movie news? Nothing?
Not really that I've
Nothing.
seen.
Yeah, well, a lot of good stuff
Well, no,
going
there's the pictures of the first the Han Solo
Yeah,
first cast pictures came
first
out.
cast pictures, yeah.
There was about 2 seconds of Aquaman footage that Zack Snyder released.
Yeah.
The one with him swimming up
Yeah.
the side. And
There's the
Well, it
announcement.
looks. People are saying that is Ocean Master.
Ocean Master. Okay.
There's the announcement of the Nightwing movie. The director of Lego Batman's making a Nightwing movie,
Ah.
which I don't really understand why you need a Nightwing movie, but
Because Ben Affleck is leaving the universe and they need a Batman.
that's what you think. But we'll see about that
He's
one.
leaving the universe.
No more Batfleck?
I don't know. To me, that's like making a Winter Soldier movie when you have all these other movies coming out. We get it. We you know what I mean?
It's gonna be John Blake.
We had to make one. We figured. We threw a dartboard. Threw a dart at the board. This
Yeah.
is what came up.
All the characters you could make: Martian Manhunter, the Hawk, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, all these different people. We're going with Nightwing.
Well, that's their tie to Batman, I guess. It's the only
Yeah.
thing they can go to.
Well, and if you also think about it, Nightwing's been in a lot of the cartoons lately.
Yeah, I would much rather see a Titans movie. a good young team movie, not Justice League type thing. I would prefer that. You have all the major players. You could do all their sidekicks.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you could do all the different people.
All the main players are young themselves, though.
Yeah, and this will be an older Nightwing because Batman's older in this universe. So this will be
Yeah.
a Nightwing that's like much older.
You ever think there'll be a Question movie?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
See?
No, not gonna happen.
Well, are you done trying to prove me wrong over there?
I can't find it. I'll find it later.
Of course.
and
All right.
I'll give it to you. And
We'll
post
come back
it.
with another special where Justin tries to prove me wrong about King Kong. All right, that's enough. Everybody, thanks for joining us.
Thanks a
Sorry
lot.
we didn't have Ken, but maybe he'll be back next week. Maybe he won't. But we will see because you get tired of hearing. Next, we'll have my son do an intro, then Brock do an intro, and then some random guy in the corner do an intro.
Maybe I'll do one.
Yeah, maybe Lance will even do
We'll just
one.
pre-record intros and
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Good
like,
night.
share, subscribe, invite.
Good night.
Good night.